2 a.m. we are packing our stuff up because the only train we could get to Surabaya was at 3:03 in the morning. So we're gonna pull up to Surabaya at 7 a.m. this morning. It's pretty brutal, not very excited, which is how I usually end these types of clips. We're also traveling in business class instead of executive class, which is executive class is quite fancy for our travel taste. Business class is a step down, so we'll see. I'm not feeling good. So it's now about 2:15. Just checked out of our hotel, and from our Semarang vlog, you can see how busy these streets were in the daytime. At 2 a.m., nothing. So it's a 20-minute walk or a 10-minute drive, but the streets are so clear. We have time, and it feels nice to wake up a little bit. We're just gonna walk. Everyone here, lots of people here are still out, and lots of people just hang out and sleep out here. So it's not bad walking, and we get to walk down the middle of the streets. 3 a.m. now. We're about to get on our train. I think it's a little bit delayed potentially, but one of the security guards came over because when we got here we asked one of the workers what platform we're on, and then we've been sitting here for like 20 minutes. One of the security guards came over and said, without saying anything, was like, "Can I see your ticket?" I showed him the ticket and he said, "Okay, that's fine," but like all just with hand movements. So I think our train's coming. We're on the train now. Like I said, we're sitting in business, not executive. So if you've seen our other travel days, you see the vast difference in the seats. I'm gonna be here for the next 4 hours until we get to Surabaya. To Surabaya. We're heading out. Now that we're out of the craziness of the train station, we're gonna order a Grab to take us the rest of the way. First looks at Surabaya. Looks a lot like Jakarta, to be honest. So our main tip that we've been doing, we've noticed that when you order the Grabs or the Ubers inside of the train station, they make you pay for the parking of the driver, which is usually like 5,000, so like 50 cents, not a huge deal. But if you're on your phone or like looking around or trying to figure out which direction to go at all, if you look like that as you're exiting the train station, you'll get absolutely swarmed by people getting all up in your business. So we like to just make a beeline directly towards the nearest street and then figure it out once we get out of there, once we're out of the chaos. So that's where we are right now, the nearest street. We just booked a taxi
just down the street,
and we are headed off to our hotel. It's like just almost 7:30 now. Hopefully the hotel will let us check in. If not, we're pulling a Hanoi and dropping our bags and exploring Surabaya, I guess. So we weren't able to check in to our hotel early, so we got a little breakfast at McDonald's, and now we're walking. Carson. Get away. Anyways, we got a nice breakfast at. Get away from me. We got a nice breakfast at McDonald's and Carson. And now we're doing some touristing because it's still super early. So we went and we saw the city hall, which was really cool. And now we're gonna go see now we're gonna go see a Carson, get away from me! Now we're gonna go see the submarine, which is a Russian submarine. I don't know why it's here, I'll have to do some research. And get away from me. But you can tour it for 15,000, which is like $1. So that's what we're gonna do. And then hopefully we can check in. So the submarine's name is Pasopati. It's a Russian submarine, like I said, but it was commissioned into the Indonesian Navy, and it was part of the Indonesian Navy until 1998, I believe. And now it is a museum here in Surabaya, so we're gonna tour the inside of it. Super cool.
I'm scared. I want to go in here. It's creepy.
Okay, and we go anyway.
Hello.
Whoa. These are torpedoes. It's cool. Submarines are kind of freaky though. Like this was at one point up in the ocean, like super deep down. They're not gonna close the door. This whole room is the torpedo room, and this next room we're going into is the bunkers. It looks like where the beds are. Carson's so nervous.
I don't like this.
This is so cool. That's crazy. It's crazy to think that this was like at one point in use.
Luxury room. I don't want to be in here.
Okay. Yeah, these beds were used for the officers. It's crazy. They're literally chained up too, so they'd like move around a little bit. I don't ever want to go in. You can go out, Carson. It's okay. I'll keep going. You can go out front, Carson. It's okay.
I think I might just walk through fast.
Okay. That's the radio room in there. Carson's so nervous. Okay, so we gotta crawl through this hole. That was not very graceful, was it? The navigation area. It's kind of freaky. It's so close quarters. You get so annoyed with everyone. Okay. Yeah, that's hard to get through. I think we're in the final area. This is the fuel. This is tight quarters. Can you imagine like being down here? We're at the end now. We had to stop for a picture. More torpedoes.
Oh.
Alright, out you go, Carson.
Wow, that was just terrifying. That was a terrible experience.
Like I said, we have so many memories with my dad, who's super claustrophobic, of him like genuinely running away. Like when we went into the mining, I think in Seattle, in the mining chute, and he just at the last minute ran out of line. So this is a very familiar scenario for me to be in. This was cool though, that ship. Man, those things are small though. I don't know how you could live down there, genuinely just stuck under the water in that.
That's terrible.
Like look, this, it looks big, but so much of it is just nothing and storage and parts.
It's barely even a hallway. It's much smaller than a school hallway. Way smaller.
And you have to like duck down through the tunnel, through like the circles and stuff.
That is one of my worst nightmares ever, would be on a submarine like that. I would never do it. I would probably just rather die than ever go on one of those.
So it's the next day. We are headed off to Chinatown. Now we're about to get on our go rides to Pasar Atom, which is the market in Chinatown. Carson's ride just got here. So I'm going to be heading off shortly and get you some motorbike action. We love good motorbikes. now. It's just like the big mall in Chinatown. And we're super excited. Apparently there's really good deals on clothing and stuff here, but we're headed for some food right now. We're not doing some shopping. It says food station this way. So it honestly, it looks like the nicest of the Chinatown malls that we've been in. They all have the exact same feel across Indonesia though. Like,
run down.
Yeah, but Chinese. So we're gonna get some snacks. So a lot of the malls in Asia have like the ground floor is kind of a market setup. Like it has a bunch of different stalls like this, which is really cool because we don't have that at home. Like we have mall kiosks at home, as you probably know, and then stores, but this, it feels really markety. And from what people said online, I think you can bargain at some of these places, like barter. Probably. You know? So anyways, it's really cool walking around these malls. That's why we come to these malls all the time, because it's so fun. Just to see all the different types of stores. Carson's favorite, would you say your favorite was the one we went to in Jakarta with all the knockoff PS4s?
Yes, that one was dingy, like very dingy. But I still wish I bought a knockoff PS3 just to see what it was. My home.
It's literally like 3 steps out from where we recorded the last clip. We've crossed into like the industrial side. Like this is what we're working with now. So it's even more like markety, stall-y. Carson's gonna for sure get some candy. Look at the candy. The thing is, Carson always buys these cocoa candies and he doesn't like them. Like we got so much in Jakarta and he never eats them. And I carry them around in my backpack because I hate food waste. So I'm just gonna force us to eat it so we don't have to throw it out. When I was showing Carson the Google Maps for this place, there's a picture of a guy with this huge scoop and a bunch of candy bins like a bulk barn. And I think we found it. I am getting a vegetarian meal. It's gado gado, which is very famous. I have absolutely no idea what it is. But we'll give it a try. Let me give you a little up close. I don't know how to eat it, but they do put these little like rice chips in a lot of stuff. And it has this fun little like brown sauce. So let's see, let's try this. Oh, it's actually really good. It's peanutty.
It's an Indonesian salad dish. Raw, slightly boiled, steamed vegetables, and hard-boiled eggs, and fried tofu, tempeh, wonton, peanut sauce, all that stuff.
Alright. Okay, here's a decent bite. I don't think I'd get it again. It's not very warm. I don't think it's supposed to be warm because it's a salad.
It doesn't look good, if I'm being honest. Presentation is lacking.
It's okay. It's okay. We literally went right next door to get Carson his food. Mine, the way I would describe it is, it was okay, but I wouldn't get it again. You know, I'm glad I got it once. It was okay. It was a little overpriced for what it was. But overpriced being $30,000, which is like $2.60 Canadian. Carson is getting his food now.
Get some fancy noodles with the crispy stuff in them. Classic here. Kui mi pangsit. I've had this a couple times and I love it, so I'm excited.
So we knew that Surabaya wasn't gonna have much to do when we got here. It is very much so the business hub. It's the capital of East Java, and it is where people work, like these businessy jobs. I was saying it kind of feels like it's similar to like Indonesian Calgary, where Calgary, like the city where we're from itself, doesn't have much to do in terms of touristing, but it's like a nice city. It's where people work, right? It's like that, but Indonesian. So we are just trying to explore the city like a local is what we're trying to do today. Go to the markets, talk to people, eat some food. That's what Surabaya is for us. The other thing is, for how I said how, like, you know, The streets can be weird at times. You know, there's a lot of people, it's a little run down. Whatever, you know, you feel a little uncomfortable. One thing I've never felt uncomfortable about is like the threat of being robbed or mugged at all. Like, I'm walking around with the GoPro in my hand, my phone in my back pocket, and I have been for all 8 months we're in Asia. Like, it's never been an issue at all. I've never felt unsafe in that way.
Yeah, Asia, Southeast Asia is super safe and really tourist friendly.
Yeah.
Which is great. I mean, I felt like it'd be like that, but it's never had a concern. No.
And I mean, maybe we've gotten super lucky. I'm sure some people have gotten unlucky, but my phone be in my back pocket, my iPhone is back there, and I've never felt like it shouldn't be.
Well, and we have gone, like, look at where we are, right? We're not in, this isn't Carson Road.
Yeah.
This is, we're going into the less traveled areas.
Yeah.
And we're fine. What's those big groups of young guys? It's so funny. This is titik nol, which means like 0 point. So the direct center of the city. We just stumbled upon it. And they have all these markers always in Asia, like Surabaya, 0, 1, 2. This is 0.
National monument. It looks quite close. People are calling to us all the time. It looks like you can't get in to it. These boys behind us are so cute, they're calling to us. Anyways, we're walking towards Old Town and then we're going back. I'm so sweaty. I'm so sweaty, like sweatier than usual. I don't know why. It's so hot.
So I found this place on Google Maps just as we were walking by, and it's this cute little neighborhood that kind of turned itself into this nice like eco community green space, really nice small streets that are walkable and all these plants and beautiful little art and stuff. So it's become like a tourist thing, although there's no tourists in Surabaya, but it's really cute, and apparently the community just kind of turned itself into this great place. So we're gonna walk around.
We were just saying it feels like a whole different city. Like it feels like we're in a whole different place when literally we're just off that main road. Carson was just saying there's like no noise pollution anymore. Like it's completely different, full of green spaces.
There's so many plants. Yeah. I can't even believe there's so many plants.
It's crazy what they did here.
And color and art, like it's really impressive. I mean, it does go to show what you can do if everyone works together.
It's about to start pouring rain. So now that we're done in the downtown area, we're gonna head back to the hotel and I'll check in when I check in. Good morning, everyone. It is Valentine's Day today. And this morning we hit 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. So we have a lot to celebrate. We're also kind of celebrating our belated 5-year anniversary, which was last week when we were at Borobudur. But we're celebrating it today. And we're out at a fancy breakfast right now. It's at the cafe across the street from our hotel. And we are splitting a fancy crepe and fancy French toast. So Carson's just came out. This is the crepe.
It's got an ice cream cone upside down, salted caramel, which is my favorite back home. It's my family's favorite, so very fancy.
So we're gonna split everything and be super cute. Today is gonna be a bit more of a luxurious day than we usually have. We're going wild. Our breakfast is probably gonna be like $12. So out of budget, but that's okay. That's okay.
top it up.
Okay, so our second round has come. I got the French toast and it looks literally insane. Look at this. It looks so good. So this is quite fancy. We've got the maple syrup here, just a little bit. A little drizzle on top. I'm so excited. It looks so good. We're gonna split this now. Really, really good. Later on in the day, I just got this top, by the way, and we're at the mall, and it's Valentine's Day, like I said this morning, but it's also the election day, so everyone got the day off. Do you see how packed this mall is? It's insane. Look at this. Like, there's literally traffic in the hallways. It's crazy.
Every restaurant is like packed with room. We're gonna go for a nice Valentine's dinner. And they're all like lined up out the door.
It's crazy. Now we're at this nice ramen restaurant, getting ramen again, because we're both kind of in a reminiscent mood of Japan. We really miss Japan. We want to go back to Japan. So we're getting ramen. It's gonna be super fun. We're having such a good Valentine's Day, but this is crazy. I have never been in a mall with this many people before, ever in my life.
It's crazy. The mall is, I've never been in a busier mall in my entire life. But this is great. We're getting some more Japanese food because there's tons of good Japanese food in this mall. And it's quite fun. I'm happy. In the night, usually things are starting to settle, you know.